This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day since 2012. Let's get into it.
43% of Amazon sellers say they don't know which of their data points actually predict growth. They're looking at dashboards full of numbers, conversion rates, click-through rates, ad spend, return rates, and they still can't tell you why one SKU is climbing and another is bleeding out. That's not a data problem. That's a pattern problem. Here's what's changed. AI doesn't just analyze data anymore. It finds patterns in data that human eyes miss entirely. And the brands that are learning to use those patterns to make faster, smarter decisions about inventory, pricing, listings, and ad spend are pulling away from the sellers who are still guessing. If you're doing $5,000 a month right now, this matters to you because you can't afford to waste a single dollar on a product that won't move or an ad that won't convert. You need to know what's working before you scale it, not after. If you're doing $500,000 a month, this matters because your margin for error is actually smaller than you think. You've got more moving parts, more SKUs, more ad spend, and one bad pattern you missed can cost you $30,000 to $50,000 in a single quarter. Pattern intelligence is the practice of using AI to surface recurring signals across your business data, not just reporting what happened, but identifying what's about to happen and why. It's the difference between reacting to your business and running ahead of it. Today, we're going to break down exactly how pattern intelligence works in e-commerce, what it means for sellers at every level, and how you can start applying it right now with the tools and data you already have. What patterns are you missing that your competitors are already acting on? Let's get specific about what pattern intelligence actually is, because it's not magic, and it's not something only enterprise brands with data science teams can access. At its core, pattern intelligence means training AI tools to recognize recurring sequences in your business data and flag them before they become problems or missed opportunities. Think of it as giving your business a nervous system that notices things you're too busy to notice. For a seller doing $10,000 to $30,000 a month, the most valuable patterns are simple ones. Which products spike in conversion when you drop price by 8%? Which ad campaigns start losing efficiency after day 14? Which keywords drive clicks but not purchases and are quietly bleeding your ACOS? These patterns exist in your data right now. Most sellers never see them because they're looking at weekly snapshots instead of sequences over time. For a seller doing $200,000 to $500,000 a month, the patterns get more complex. You're looking at inventory velocity correlated with seasonal search trends. You're looking at listing quality degradation, when your conversion rate starts slipping, not because of price, but because a competitor updated their images or added a new bullet point. You're looking at review velocity patterns that predict whether a product is going to hold its rank or fall off in 30 days. AI tools, including Amazon's own brand analytics, third-party platforms like Helium 10's Cerebro, and increasingly custom GPT-based analysis workflows, can surface these patterns in hours instead of weeks. The key insight is this: AI doesn't replace your judgment, it accelerates it. You still decide what to do, but now you're deciding based on signal, not noise. The sellers winning right now are the ones who've stopped asking what happened last week and started asking, what is this data telling me is about to happen? Two sellers, same platform, same AI tools available to both, completely different outcomes. First seller, Marcus. He runs a home organization brand on Amazon, storage bins, drawer organizers, closet systems, doing about $40,000 a month. Last year, Marcus started using a simple AI-assisted workflow. He fed 18 months of his sales data, ad performance, and search term reports into a GPT-based analysis tool and asked it to find repeating patterns. What came back surprised him. Every year, his conversion rate on closet organizers dropped in late September. Not because demand dropped, but because his main competitor ran aggressive promotions that reset price expectations. He'd been reacting to this for 2 years without realizing it was a pattern. Once he saw it, he shifted his ad spend 30 days earlier, ran his own promotion in mid-September before the competitor's push, and captured the buy box at full margin. His Q4 revenue jumped from $38,000 to $61,000 that year. Same products, same budget, different timing based on a pattern he'd never seen before. Second seller, Priya. She manages a portfolio of 5 brands, doing roughly $350,000 a month combined. She used pattern intelligence differently, looking across her entire catalog to identify which product attributes correlated with long-term rank stability. She found that products with more than 200 reviews and an image count above 7 held their BSR rank 40% longer after a traffic drop than products below those thresholds. She used that pattern to reprioritize her review acquisition strategy and her listing optimization budget. Margin improvement across the portfolio, roughly $18,000 per month within 2 quarters. Different scales, same principle. Find the pattern, act on it before your competitors do. This is what sellers who survive platform changes do differently. They stop reacting and start reading the signals.
Are you AI ready in your business? AI only multiplies the foundation you've already built. Don't 10x garbage into your business. 10x your profit. Score your gaps in 60 seconds. Find out how ready you are. Visit voltagedm.com/AI quiz and take the free readiness quiz. And now, back to the podcast.
3 moves. Every seller can apply these today, and I'll show you how it scales. Move 1. Audit your last 12 months of data for repeating sequences, not just totals. Pull your sales, ad spend, and conversion data by week, not by month. Look for patterns that repeat at the same time each year, or that follow specific triggers like price changes, competitor promotions, or ranking shifts. A seller doing $15,000 a month can do this manually in a spreadsheet in a few hours. A seller doing $500,000 a month should be running this through an AI analysis tool or a data analyst who knows how to prompt AI correctly. The pattern is in the sequence. Monthly roll-ups hide it. Move 2. Build a pattern library for your top 5 SKUs. Document what happens to conversion, rank, and ad efficiency when specific events occur. A price drop, a new review, a listing change, a competitor going out of stock. Over time, this becomes a decision playbook. Small sellers, start with your single best-selling product. Advanced operators, systematize this across your catalog and feed it into your AI tools as training context. The goal is to stop treating every business event like it's new and start recognizing it as a data point in a pattern you've seen before. Move 3. Use AI to write your pattern hypotheses, not just your reports. Stop asking AI, what does this data show? Start asking it, what pattern does this data suggest, and what should I test next? That shift in prompting changes the output entirely. You go from summary to prediction. The sellers pulling ahead right now aren't smarter. They're reading earlier. Pattern intelligence gives every seller, at every level, the ability to see what's coming before it costs them. Here's the honest truth about where e-commerce is heading. The sellers who build pattern intelligence into how they run their business, not as a tool they check occasionally, but as a core operating discipline, are going to have a structural advantage that compounds every single quarter. The ones who don't are going to keep reacting, keep losing margin to problems they could have seen coming, and keep wondering why their competitors seem to always be one step ahead. That's what we've been building toward for 13 years at Voltage. Not just helping sellers launch products, but helping them build businesses that get smarter over time. Our approach is operator-led, meaning everything we teach comes from actually running these businesses, not from a whiteboard. We've seen what pattern blindness costs at $10,000 a month and what it costs at $1 million a month. The dollar amounts are different. The principle is identical. If you're at the stage where you're evaluating whether Amazon FBA is the right model for you, or you're already selling and trying to figure out how to use AI to grow faster without burning cash, we built something specifically for that. Head over to voltagedm.com and take the AI quiz. It takes about 5 minutes, and it'll give you a clear read on where you are, what's holding you back, remembering, and what the next move actually looks like for your specific situation. You don't need a bigger budget to apply what we covered today. You need a sharper lens. Pattern intelligence is that lens. Thanks for spending time with me today. I'll see you in the next one. This has been the High Voltage Business Builders podcast, where operators come to build. That's a wrap on today's episode. If you're trying to figure out where AI actually fits in your business and where to invest before bolting it on top, head over to voltagedm.com/AI quiz. 5 questions, 60 seconds, a personalized AI readiness score, and an instant foundation gap report. Built for operators, not AI tourists. We'll be back tomorrow with another edge. Until then, stay high voltage.